Introducing a new podcast. Karen Hunter is awesome.
If you like me on SiriusXM Urban View Channel 126, you're going to love me. And Karen Hunter is awesome. Hey, this is Karen Hunter, host of The Karen Hunter Show on SiriusXM's Urban View. Karen Hunter is awesome is an actual podcast to bring heat and energy and knowledge and power. A 1-2 punch that I don't think you get anyplace else. Tell the truth. So check out the podcast wherever you get your podcast. You will not be disappointed.
Karen Hunter is awesome. A new podcast from Karen Hunter.
866-801-8255. What are you most concerned about in the next couple of years?
You know what in fact, I just did a column in my Substack about this today. So it'll be out tomorrow, is the increasing purchase of media by right-wing corporations and right-wing billionaires. I lifted up, and you'll be on my next list, is independent media talking about real news and real things, not things that don't happen. Because in the right-wing media ecosphere, they talk about these things that don't happen, like transgender women doing something in a bathroom that is not appropriate. Doesn't happen. The fact that now I'm hearing all over the right-wing ecosphere that this hit list of people that Biden had. Well, he never had a hit list, but I will tell you what is happening. Kash Patel and Trump do have a hit list of people they're going to prosecute. So the independent media is really important that we all support it, whether it is your show, some of the independent media news outlets that I mentioned earlier, Lever, ProPublica, and the like. More Perfect Union is a great new news agency that's doing a great job. And if we don't start supporting independent media, we're going to be in a really scary and precarious position. So that's one, is making sure we have independent media that will tell us the truth and the facts. And two, is making sure that we don't get tired and exhausted. You know what? Because we don't have time to be tired and exhausted. And I hate to say that to everybody, because I got to tell you, and maybe you felt the same way, Karen, is the next day I was like, I am too tired to be sad. I am too damn tired to be sad. And I was, because the day in 2016, it's why I ran in 2018, I was a hot mess. My daughter, who happens to be a transgender woman, walked down stairs the day after the 2016 election and said, Mom, am I going to be safe? And I knew I had to run right then and there, Karen, like there was no ifs, ands, or buts. But conversely, this year in 2024, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a half a day and I'm just going to be a hot mess. And then I'm going to start figuring it out. And I've been kind of working my way back since then. And, I'm back to be ready to fight. But the second thing that, in talking about other things I'm worried about, is we can't let people get tired or scared, because his whole mojo right now is to scare everybody. I'm going to prosecute you. I'm going to prosecute you. I've got a DOJ guy that's or now Pam Bondi, I guess that's a woman. I'm going to go after you. And the FBI director, this nut job, Kash Patel, is going to go after you. I'm going to scare you. And I'm going to scoop up every single immigrant. And then, we all know what's going to happen with tariffs, right? Tariffs and deportations will lead to a recession. We are going to be in recession probably by this time next year. So don't be scared of all this stuff. You can fight. Everybody can fight. And I will share some good news, is that because the House of Representatives is so close, it's only about 2 seats apart right now. Speaker Mike Johnson will get exactly 0 done. We are going to stand up to every single bill. I mean, Hakeem Jeffries is a great leader in that way. He creates consensus and will make sure everybody's in lockstep. So he's not going to get anything done. If you can't get it through the House of Representatives, you really can't get anything passed.
Okay, that actually gives me some. I'm deputizing you. I'm doing that a lot. I don't know why. I think I have the authority, but I do. Marie Newman, because I think we need to collaborate more as things are happening. I feel like everyone is doing their own thing, but we need to do the things together, because there's a lot of things to do, and we do it a lot better when we do it together. So I know you're out there doing this work. We're a great landing spot, a great resource as well, and our audience is amazing. And there's a lot of folk out there activating. So, let's come together, because we need to at this point. That our unity is the one thing that will thwart all of this nonsense. So,
Agreed.
Yes. Before I let you go, we have a couple of minutes. South Korea Parliament voted to block a martial law that was declared by the new president. And he said he was declaring it because there's some North Korean folk in the country and he wants to be able to weed them out. So he called an emergency martial law executive order, and the parliament was like, no, I don't know what's going on, but it's wild what's happening right now. And I feel like it's almost foreboding or foreshadowing what could happen here. The Supreme Court is coming back in on Wednesday. They will hear a marquee case challenge to a Tennessee law banning several forms of medical care for transgendered youths. Again, we're talking about less than 1.3% of, I'm like, we're not talking about something that this is not putting food on the table.
That's right.
Why aren't we more outraged by these issues than we should? I don't understand.
Yeah, we get sidetracked and we get distracted by the silliness that and we do have to watch. I mean, I will tell you that South Korean, North Korean situation is oddly topical and important for everybody to keep their eye on, because that's what can happen when a new president comes in and decides that they need to be an authoritarian on day one. So let's all be super careful and flood the streets. What happened was, the reason they couldn't do it is they flood the streets. And so I always tell, I sort of have a go bag. Like, if they need me, I'm ready to go.
Oh, well, I'm not flooding the streets, but I have a go bag for other reasons. Yes, go bags are good. And I was saying we need more John Browns, more Virginia Durrs, more allies and accomplices, not allies. We need accomplices, people who are going to roll up their sleeves and fight, because y'all can move about the cabin. I was just telling my producer, I love driving across the country. I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
To do what I'd like to do, which is to drive out to Arizona, the Painted Desert, to go see the redwood, forest. I want to go down south, but I got to get gas. And sometimes I'm in a sundown town. And as a Black woman in this country with this current climate, I don't feel safe. Those of you who can move about the country, let's go. Time for y'all to, let's deploy strategy and let's be ready. So I'm also telling you something that we're going to stay in touch.
Absolutely. And I'm here for everybody. I tell everybody all the time is that I'm here to be a resource, and that's my job now.
Okay. So where can people reach you? Where's your Substack?
Sure. My Substack is at Marie Newman Studio on Substack, and you can just type in Marie Newman and it'll get you there. Okay. Then I'm now on Blue Sky because I've permanently deactivated on X/Twitter. So God bless, we left that world behind. And by the way, you can too, folks out there. Leaving Twitter is a good thing because it tells a billionaire that they can't own you.
That's right. I'm everywhere, but I live in Nubia and I'm on Blue Sky as well. So I'll follow you. You follow me, and let's stay in touch. I want to have you back.
I will.
Thank you for being here, Marie K. Newman.
Thank you.